I'm here to answer one simple question. Is the new Slim Vita better than the old, less slim Vita? Let's find out. So obviously the biggest improvement is the size. It's actually 20% slimmer and 15% lighter. It is a noticeable difference. You will notice it the second you pick it up. It is super, super thin, especially when you compare it to the original Vita. It's interesting though, because it being slimmer is not that much of an improvement because it's a little awkward to hold now. There's just like a lot of space back here, where before the original Vita really fit my hands a lot better. One of the most obvious improvements are some of the buttons. They really reworked the buttons, specifically the triggers, which are way more obvious when you're clicking them. Before it was kind of wishy-washy. The buttons didn't feel super secure. Now they really feel obvious right when you're clicking them every single time. The start and select buttons are also really improved. You can see they're actually raised off of the console and much easier to press, whereas before they were kind of recessed and very difficult to press. A definite improvement there. The D-pad and the face buttons and the analog sticks do feel a little bit different, but not noticeably. Really only the hardcore audience is going to notice the jump between the two. That being said, it does feel a little more cramped than it used to. Just the positioning of all the buttons feels a little bit tighter, and my hands tend to like cramp up when I'm going from trigger to analog to D-pad to face buttons. Not sure that that's the best improvement. Battery life is a definite improvement. Before we were getting like 4 to 5 hours with the original Vita. On the Slim, it's about 7 hours, which is a significant jump in battery life, actually more than Sony promised. The reason for the better battery life is probably the new screen. So the old Vita used an OLED screen, which is actually a really high quality screen. It's been replaced by an LCD screen, not as high quality, definitely cheaper to make and manufacture, but it also has better battery life. So you're seeing that improvement there. The downside is that color and screen wise, it really is kind of a drop in quality. Colors definitely don't look as vibrant on this new Vita Slim, not as much contrast. So if you're kind of like a videophile, you're definitely gonna notice a difference. If you don't care too much about that stuff, you probably won't. So it's really up to you. So real simple, should you upgrade to the Vita Slim if you already have an original Vita? Probably not. The drop in screen quality is noticeable, and the cramped nature of the console itself, not a huge improvement. That being said, if you don't have a Vita yet, the jump in battery life is an improvement, and it's also cheaper. So it's sort of a wash, but if you already have an original Vita, stick with that one. It's gonna be a collector's item.